Yo, what's going on? It's your guy Trauma Brahma, dramaticvst.com and traumaloops.com, bringing you live the Dramatic VST, the new drum VST. Okay, so this was created, first of all, 70 kits, 70 drum kits, 10 sounds each. That's 700 banging drum sounds, all custom designed. This is here. I brought this out because I got tired of the whack, weak ass drum sounds. I got tired. It got so bad that even major producers like Timbaland was complaining. Yo, they're not even producing no more. They're just making beats and they're using the same 808s over and over. And I got tired of that. I got tired of hearing the producers make the same beats over. The recycled sounds. I mean, I see there's sites right now that are still selling kits with recycled sounds. Yeah, you gotta have your stuff banging, man. You shouldn't have to recycle no sounds. Your stuff should be banging and unique already. You want to have banging drums in your beats. You can't afford to be using recycled, filtered sounds. Okay, that's gonna funk up your identity. That could hurt your music production career, and that is just straight up. I mean, this is coming from a dude where DJ Battlecat, the legendary big homie, told me, yo, you are a blessing. Basically, I mean, he told me, yo, you are the truth. Your sounds changed my swag. I ran your sounds through my 3000. That's how I knew they were the truth. So when he told me that, it kind of, I had to pop my collar a little bit like, hey, I got a cosign from one of my favorite music producers. This is a dude I used to study. And it was because of his drum sounds that I learned that, yo, you know what? Producers, it was his, the Neptunes, Dr. Dre, Kanye. Producers, when they have their own drums when they're using unique drums, they stand out. Okay, so let me show you this beat that I did with this dramatic. I got a few of them that I want to show you, but yeah, I want to show you this one first. And just to go over a few basic functions so you know the dramatic, how it works, is very user-friendly and self-explanatory. But, the pitch, just in case you want to tweak, higher or lower, the kick might be a little too low, bring it higher, vice versa with the snare. And, I didn't want to make it too complex. There's no EQ or compression. You don't need to do that. These sounds are already pre-mixed. I've done that already. I've done all the EQing. I've already done the compressing. So they're hitting hard already, as you can hear. And this is just one kit. This is one kit out of 70. Okay, and you could turn them down, the different pads up, down or up. With the faders right here. They have their each individual fader for each pad. You can mess with the attack and the release, which is basically the beginning of the sound or the end of the sound, to make it shorter or longer. So you got all the tweaking capabilities here. Turn it up louder if the whole drum pattern isn't loud enough. Sometimes that happens, Sometimes the melodies are drowning it out. But you don't want that to happen. That's not going to happen with dramatic. It's impossible. The way that you can crank this thing up right here and right here, your drum shit, I mean, they don't even need to go that loud. But just to let you know that they can, and you have the power to pump it as high as you want to using this dramatic VST. Okay, so anyway, I'm talking too much. Let me show you these tracks. Peep it out. Peep this first one out. Your sound should come banging already. You shouldn't have to spend hours and hours tweaking them just to get them to sound right, just to get them to cut through the mix. With dramatic, you already get the drums coming, cutting through the mix, sounding the way that they're supposed to sound. Here's another track that I did using one of the kits called Crown Ya. When you have access to dope drums that are custom and clean, I mean, you're winning. What else do you have? What else do you need? I remember getting a batch of drums. I was in beat block, and I remember getting a whole new batch of drums that caused me to make a whole new batch of beats. It was one of the first times I started producing on Reason. This was 2007. And I got tired of using the same old sounds because you get bored. You know, it becomes like, you already know what you can do with this sound. It's already spoken to you. There's nothing special about it. So when you start using those sounds over and over again, you begin going to the keyboard with the same patterns, and you just eventually get bored. You need fresh new sounds always, or at least a selection to go through so that you're keeping your mind and ears fresh. So to have, pre-mixed sounds and that are banging already, that are already ready to go and hot, and most of them never ever heard before, like you've never heard these sounds before. So, I mean, once you put your ears on these, like Battlecat said, man, it changed my whole swag. That's what happened when I started making tracks with this dramatic. It changed up my whole swag. So here goes one more track I want to play you that I did using this dramatic, man. This dramatic is phenomenal. I'm telling you, once you start using it, once you download it and you put it in your system, you install it, you're going to see what phenomenal job it's going to do for you. I mean, like, it got me making drum sounds, drum patterns at the snap of a finger because of the way that the drum sounds are. They're so creative. They got so much character, so much body, and so much presence to them. And you want drums like that. Like I said, even when you're using just 808s. And this is, like I said, it's beyond 808s. This is a massive drum arsenal. It has all kind of drum sounds in there. Probably way too many for me to go through. I want to show you these beats just so you can see how I use the sounds that are in here. But check this one out and let me know how you feel about it as well. When designing the drum sounds for dramatic, I wanted them to be unique as possible. I did want to have a few in there that sounded like something that you've heard before, but overall, I wanted to give them a unique presence and a unique essence, but still have that golden era feel to them. That's the kit called External. I mean, we can go to any one in here. Which one? Pick one. And they're all pretty much going to be banging. I spent the time with every single sound in here, every one to get it banging. and to give it character, to give it life. Because your beats, that's what you're giving your beats. You need your beats to have a life. In order for them to inspire an artist to write anything, that's life worthy, or anything that they could pull from their heart that's timeless, you need to have music that has life in it, so that they could see life and feel life and pull from that life experience to write a great song. I mean, it's insane. Like I said, if I went through all of them, I'm just randomly going through so that you can see. It doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter which one I pick on. I can go to any one, and it's still gonna be bang sauce. Yeah, man, and like I said, it's really up to your preference. What your style is. But at the end of the day, you need to have banging drums in your arsenal. I mean, it's endless what you can do with these sounds and where you could take them and where they're going to take you. Just period. When the sounds speak for themselves, I mean, I don't know what else to say. What can I say? You want sounds that speak for you. You don't want to have to do a lot of the talking. So there you go. Dramatic. It works with anything that you're using. If you got Logic, Ableton, Pro Tools, Cubase, Studio One, it doesn't matter. It doesn't work with Reason right now. That's the only system. But everything else, it works. It's standalone. You don't need Contact. You could just load this right up in your VST folder. It's gonna pop right up in your systems. Okay, so as soon as you download it, you get the digital download right now, and you'll be able to make bangers with it right away. Okay, so hey, gotta invest in your career, and drum sounds are the foundation. Your drum sounds are the heartbeat. That is, drums are the heartbeat of hip hop. So you want to make sure that your drums are in alignment with that heartbeat, and that they're strong and pumping strong, so that your melodies are being carried and your music is translating over correctly, and you're getting closer to the way that you want to sound. It all starts with using the correct sounds from the jump and starting off with clean, dope, crisp, hard-hitting drum sounds. Peace, love, and beats. I can't wait to see how you, or to hear what you do with this dramatic. And if you do a video, I want to see what you do too. So post that up in the loop. And for the next few days, you get the 30% off, and you get the 2 drum bundles as well. So as soon as you check out, I'm going to send you those drum bundles, and I'm going to send you the VST. Okay? All right. Peace, love, and beats. Thank you for being a part of the movement.